Race of the week from Canterbury Park. It is the Hoist Her Flag Stakes, and it's part of the Northern Lights Racing Festival. Hoist Her Flag, a beloved mare that ran at Canterbury Park for multiple years. She was a North Dakota bred. She was the daughter of a Ferd, and boy, let me tell you, these horses are good, but I saw Hoist Her Flag. I know Hoist Her Flag. And these horses are no Hoist Her Flag, but it is a good race. Those floppy mule ears used to come around the turn on Hoist Her Flag. Donna Barton would be in the saddle. Greg Markgraf would be sitting up by the finish line, smoking that cigar when Hoist Her Flag won the race, and then he'd go down to the winner's circle. Let's take a look at this field, starting at the rail with Pinot. Pinot for David Van Winkle, 6 wins, 24 starts, and she is 2 for 3 at Canterbury Park. She fits in this company, has some really nice wins, and she can lay off the pace. I think from the inside, she's going to try to establish position. And as you look at some of the ways that she's going to win this race, I think you're going to want her to sit in that garden spot, wait for the speed to either not try to run away from her or just kind of make that move after the 4 furlong move. Pinot definitely has a shot in this race. Ari Gia, another one with 4 wins lifetime at Canterbury Park, coming off a 3 race winning streak and 5 wins in her last 6 starts, 10 for 23 lifetime. The past performances on this filly look just like Hoist Her Flag. She's not as experienced as the daughter of a Ferd was, but Ari Gia is definitely a nice horse. She's a daughter of Giacomo, who you may remember went off at 50-1 and won the Kentucky Derby. And she has got a lot of wins at Turf Paradise, actually, in Arizona. She steps up in class a little bit, but a nice win in the Lady Slipper 2 back. And this year already, 8 starts, 5 wins this year. And Ari Gia, definitely a contender in the Hoist Her Flag Stakes. College Queen, Discreet Cat, Valerie Lund. And this horse has 11 starts and 3 wins. A lot of speed in this race, so I think she's another one that's going to set the pace. I don't think she has as much class. She's going to want the fractions to slow down a little bit. And if Ari Gia really goes after College Queen, I'm not so sure College Queen can handle that pressure and has the experience to take on some tough, hard-knocking mares in a race like this. No Mercy Percy, a daughter of Put It Back. 10 starts, 3 wins, and she ran at Prairie Meadows in her most recent race, also has a race at Tampa Bay, and a big win earlier this year at Tampa Bay at 5 furlongs on the turf. Now she's on the dirt, running over a surface she's never ran before. Another one who likes to press the pace. Probably her best speed figure puts her a little bit slower than some of the other contenders in this race. So I'm leaning against No Mercy Percy, but if you make the case for her, you're going to want slower fractions and you're going to want her outside of the other speed and more aggressively ridden in this race. Puntsville, big win at Canterbury, 2 for 2 lifetime at Canterbury Park, and won a race last fall at Mahoning Valley. 1 prep race this year to get ready, 50% lifetime wins, 13 for 26 lifetime. They don't make them like this too often, and Puntsville, definitely a fan favorite. She's an Illinois bred, and she's got a lot of Hoist Her Flag qualities in her. She's going to try to pick up the pieces. She's got the speed. Last year, she went wire to wire in the Hoist Her Flag Stakes at 5-2, and that was practically giving away money, as Dark Star used to say. Puntsville, definitely one of the favorites, 50% lifetime wins, 2 for 2 at Canterbury Park, and if she becomes a back-to-back winner of Hoist Her Flag, the old daughter of a Ferd would be looking down and smiling down on this field. Length Punch Terrain, 48 starts, 20 wins, 10 seconds. Boy, this is another honest, nard-knocking filly mare and just brings it every single race. 3 wins in her last 4 races, back-to-back wins. She won at Oaklawn Park, $93,000 purse. She won at Prairie Meadows, and now she ships up to Canterbury for the first time in her 49th career race, looking for her 21st lifetime wins in the Hoist Her Flag Stakes, Lake Pontchartrain. She ain't coming up for the food specials at Canterbury Park. She's coming up for the purse. She's coming on to take on Puntsville. She's coming on to take on this field. Meanwhile, Aiken to Be, 19 wins, 5 starts, and a top trainer sends out this one. She's going to be tough in this spot. 2 races at Canterbury, 1 win, 3rd or last time out, but she ran against the Burgermeister. Now faces stakes quality fillies. A little bit less in class, but you got to take on these horses if you're going to beat them. These other horses are in good form. She's probably about 8 to 10 to 1 in the odds. Definitely one to consider. If you think she's going to win, she's probably going to have to come off the pace and run down a horse like Puntsville. Hot Shot Anna, 7 wins, 18 starts, back-to-back-to-back wins in her last 3 races. She won at Presque Isle Downs, but now take a look at some of the things that she has to overcome. She's got 3 races at Canterbury, 2 wins. She has not raced this year, and she has not raced in September, but she won the Presque Isle Downs Masters Stakes race last year. She also won a race at Arlington Park. She likes the synthetic. She likes the turf, and she's also got some wins on the dirt. So she's, as Yogi Berra would say, she's amphibious. She can run on all the surfaces. Hot Shot Anna, I think this is more of a prep for her to get her ready for the big races at Presque Isle Downs later on this year. But you still have to kind of maybe consider her. I'm not going to use her even defensively on my tickets, but you could make the case for her. And she does have some strong lifetime form, although her form this year is not that much. Now, Springsteen, 2 words, cleverly named daughter of McLean's Music out of Spring Unbridled. Francisco Bravo sends out this mare. She had 2 9-length wins at Oklahoma, but she isn't in Oklahoma anymore. She's facing Canterbury racing mares and some Illinois mares and some hard-hitting mares in this spot. She's going to have to move up in class, bring her race to a new surface. I do like the mile in a 16th race the last time. Now she drops. She gets a little bit of that cutback distance at Canterbury Park here. Her speed figures put her in the spot. I think she's going to be about 5-6 to 1, and you definitely have to consider Springsteen. She brings speed to the party. So does a horse like Puntsville, and you also got to take a look at College Queen, although I think she's probably the horse that's moving up the most in class. Ari Gia has a lot of recent form. She's got a lot of lifetime wins, and when horses get on a roll like this, she's also going to be tough to beat. I'm going with Puntsville. I hope she makes it back-to-back Hoist Her Flag races. I think Link Pontchartrain also has a shot. She just fires every time. And Hot Shot Anna also, even though she hasn't run this year, you may want to take a look at her. I would consider her as well. I probably like Aiken to be just a little bit better just because she has more recent form. That's part of the Northern Lights Racing Festival. Hit subscribe to get all of the Race of the Week videos. We've also handicapped this week already. Make sure to look for the Lady Canterbury video, also the Ohio Derby. Hit subscribe or ring that bell to get notified. The Race of the Week, the Hoist Her Flag Stakes race. Greg Markgraf used to train the daughter of a Ferd. We'll see who can step in the shadows here of Hoist Her Flag at Canterbury Park.